Yummy pizza skulls. Our family loves homemade pizza, and it usually starts with a homemade pizza crust. I've included a very simple pizza crust recipe for you, but if you don't want to use a homemade crust, go ahead and use a store-bought crust. They're all about the same and they all have pretty good results. If you want to take your pizza to the next level, try making your own. It's delicious. Don't forget to spray your pan before you start too, with some cooking spray. I am using a cool Nordic ware product pan with these cool skulls, and I will put a link to that I got from Amazon. Easy tip, I learned this from a friend. Use fresh olive oil to rub each crust. It'll make sure your crust always bakes thoroughly and you won't have any doughy centers. So please use it. Start by putting, after the olive oil, just 1 tablespoon of sauce. If you do more than that, it will bubble out of your pizza and it will burn in your oven and make a mess. So just use 1 tablespoon of sauce. You can always dip sauce afterwards too. And then start filling with your favorite toppings. Put a little sprinkling of cheese in there and then add no more than about 1/4 cup of ingredients to each of your skulls in this case. And you can top again with cheese. I also use a little sprinkling of Italian seasoning for these pizzas before I close them. And so closing the pizzas, basically you pull the dough around your fillings and then pinch it together to close it. You need to work at it a little bit. It is a little tricky, especially when you have olive oil in there and sauce. It can get a little messy, but just be persistent and make sure that you have a good seal. Then I like to slap it all down to make sure that I have a good imprint of that skull mold, and then slip it into a preheated oven at 400 degrees for approximately 15 minutes. If you want a little darker skull, put it in for a couple more minutes, maybe up to 17 minutes, and then they should be done. And you make sure they're golden brown on top, pull them out, dump them onto a cooling rack. Let it cool for a little bit so it's not like burning hot. And then look at that yummy cheese. So eat up and enjoy.